Jennifer is a dedicated flight attendant for over 25 years. She's a wife, grandmother, and an Amazon #1 bestseller. She's passionate about helping others heal their mind, body, and soul through divine solutions. Her topic today is divine solutions for healing mind, body, and soul. Jenni, welcome to Ascend Your Path virtual stage.
Thank you very much for that awesome introduction. Can you guys hear me okay? Can you hear me okay? Thank you. Thank you very much. And I'm very honored to be here. As you know, a few days ago, I wasn't sure I was going to be able to, to be here. I had kept postponing being one of your speakers because I hadn't been feeling well and wasn't thinking I was going to be up to this. So I want to say very much thank you to you and Diane for saying, I got you, girl, you got this, and helping me. And also thank you to my personal life coach, Marilyn, who also helped me out, said, you got this, go ahead, you got it. But yes, my passion is definitely not only staying healthy myself, but helping others find what is all around us and in us, divinely placed here to stay healthy, what our divine pharmacy, like what was just being talked about, what is around us and in us that we can tap into and utilize to be our best selves. And I think all of us have been in the place at one time or another that we know what we should do. We know that what we've been trained to do, we have done all of the right things. We may even have a routine of things that we've done, mind, body, and spirit. We get up every day, we eat the right things, we drink the right things, we meditate, we do what we're supposed to do, but something still knocks us off track. Maybe it's work or emotional or, I don't know, something, sickness, something happens that just knocks us down. It happened to me quite a few times in life, just hits you and you have to find something that can get you back up. And sometimes it's harder than others. Usually I can get back up. Usually I'm a motivational person. I can grab a friend or something. I can get myself back up. But recently something happened that just knocked me down, and one thing after another hit me, and I was so low, and I didn't turn to anybody, and I wanted to just crawl into a hole and not come out, share with anybody. All I'm saying is myself here. I don't know what's going on. Do you have any of my slides that you're able to share? So anyway, I had fallen into a deep depression. I had was physically ill over the past year. Actually, over the past several years, things had been hitting me one after another. Every time I had started getting healthy, something would hit me again. And I didn't know what was going on because I had been taking care of myself. I had been taking care of myself mentally and physically and spiritually. And I mean, from a very young age, my mother had taught me how to take care of myself naturally, and taught me to have a really close connection with my creator. And I prayed, and I thought, I'm doing all the right things, as many of you guys might have been as well. And now one thing after another just kept hitting me, and I couldn't dig myself out of what seemed like a hole. I was going to doctors, I was trying natural things, and trying to just put on a happy face to everyone that saw me as this strong, happy, motivating person, because that was my identity. That was who I was. I had gone through all of these staying strong things. I knew what I was supposed to do. I was the coach, I was the motivator, I was the person that gave out all of these health things, and I wasn't staying strong, and I didn't know what was happening to me. Well, one of the things that was happening to me was that I was actually starting to retreat. I wasn't actually following my own advice. As I was starting to get sick, I was ignoring the signs, and I wasn't, um, I was starting to just retreat from life, from friends, from my resources, and just felt completely as if I was completely overwhelmed. I don't know if you've ever been there where you just can't get your head off the pillow. Finally, my coach called me and she said, "What's going on? This is not you. You do not avoid things. What's going on? What are you doing? Are you meeting with your normal morning Zoom groups? Are you doing your meditation? Are you drinking your water? Are you doing your art therapy? What are you doing to get yourself, going?" And I said, "No, I can't. I don't have the energy. I was diagnosed with lupus last year, and I finally have accepted it. And it's just sucking the life out of me. And I don't know if any of you can relate to this, but when you finally have just some devastating news and you finally start to accept it, the devastating feeling that is just makes you feel, I felt like I had died. I felt like when my best friend had died, because my identity had just died. This wasn't me. I wasn't the one that was ill, that needed to be helped. I was the one that went out and helped everybody. and and now I was the one that was gonna need to be helped. And I was looking online about the kind of lupus that I had, the systemic lupus, and of course, and nothing is good. It's this rabbit hole of doom and gloom and terror, and oh, you're gonna die this horrible death. And so I just fell deeper and deeper and spiraled down. And so my coach said, "Okay, first of all, maybe we can reframe this. Let's mind shift here, and let's look at this a different way. First of all, let's change the way that you're speaking. Maybe we can say this isn't sucking the life out of you, but it just doesn't feel good." And then we started looking at things a different way and say, perhaps we can think about it differently. I know that you're a woman of faith, and that you've said many times God wouldn't give you something that you couldn't handle, and what doesn't destroy you makes you stronger. So, what if, what if, what if you have this because God knew that you were strong enough. Not only were you strong enough to handle this, but He knew now, at this time in your life, you're strong enough, and you have a strong enough network of friends, and they have friends, and these people have friends of loving, intelligent people that will help you and support you. And you'll be able to be, if you can open up and be vulnerable to them and share, and you can let them know your needs, that maybe you can find a cure. I mean, not you find a cure, but because you open up yourself, your vulnerability will be a strength. And I just went, wow. So from lying down on the pillow and not thinking I could even sit up to talk to my coach, now I'm sitting up, and yeah, I still hurt all over, but I'm thinking, wow, just that mind shift, that little energy shift, that changing the channel, made me think, okay, yeah, that's right. I already knew this. I've been trained as a dream life coach. I knew that. I've done energy work. I knew this. I knew that I should change the channel. I knew that I shouldn't be retreating. I should be meeting with my friends, my miracle magnets in the morning. I should be talking to all of my family and friends and contacting everything. I should be with all of this. I know all of this. But sometimes the things that we already know that we should be doing, sometimes we're just so down we don't do it. And sometimes we need a helping hand, or we need a coach, or we need to be reminded. Sometimes we just need that. And this was great. I do energy work. I help, the energy work that I do, you learn how to manage your own energy, figure out how to clear the blocks yourself. But I wasn't doing that for myself. I do 9D breath work, which helps you attack different blocks in your body and attack, I guess you could say, and clear different things that you have in your past that may be limiting beliefs, or perhaps things that have been traumatic in the past, or perhaps these are things that you have been anxious about. You can use them to calm you, or you can use the breathwork journeys to energize you. Breathwork can be thank you, Johnny. Yes, breathwork can be absolutely amazing. And the 9D breathwork journeys, they were developed by one of my mentors, who he and his colleagues are using them widely in Europe right now, and they are training people. If there's anyone who is already a healer and using breathwork, if you'd like to contact me, I'd love to put you in contact with my mentor, and you'd probably be able to incorporate it into your work very quickly, because this is groundbreaking technology that is being used in hospitals and in schools, and they're having tremendous breakthroughs. They're using it to help children that have suffered from autism, people that have post-traumatic stress, people that have suffered for a very long time with many just heartbreaking past traumas that they just can't seem to get over. And so some of these journeys deal with very minute, I guess, things, and some are very huge deals, that issues that people can't seem to get over. Sometimes a teacher will let a child who's having issues, maybe dealing with their emotions, maybe they're feeling very anxious, or having trouble with another child, They'll say, well, instead of giving them a timeout, they'll say, hey, would you like to practice some self-care? Why don't you go over into the self-care room and pick a journey? And the child can go over and put on some headsets, and they can pick one of the self-care journeys that they would like and just spend 5 to 10 minutes doing one of these breathwork journeys. And we don't really have time to do an experience right now, but I am offering those gifts. There will be a link to my Calendly later. If anyone would like to experience the 90 breath work, it is quite an experience. If you would like to meet with me for a consultation, we can discover what you particularly would like to try it out. Do we have a slide that explains a little bit exactly all the different frequencies and everything that the 9D breathwork does? Olga, do we have that?
Jennifer, this is great. I love your story, but I have a question.
Yes.
Based on what you were saying about your situation and you had to make that shift, what did you do and how did that happen for you? Because you talked about having friends and talking to others. Can you expand more on that?
The shift?
Yes.
Well, the mental shift is simply as easily that is one of our divine sources is our brain, our emotions, and our friends, our family, but everything is energy. And the energy that we have inside us, if we're dwelling on our negative energy and our problems, if we can change the channel and focus onto the positive energy, then that is the shift. We're changing the channel onto focusing on that. And if we are looking at, like I was looking at all of the negative, like I said, the rabbit hole of horror, all of the things that supposedly I had to look forward to for having lupus. Yes, I was feeling like I was being sucked down into doom and gloom. But instead, I was able to shift my mindset to a positive one. And honestly, logically, once I had shifted that, I remembered I know lots of people that have several different kinds of lupus that are living perfectly normal lives. And including my mother. She does suffer quite a bit, but she's living a great life. So yes, I'll be fine. And by opening up, being vulnerable to all of sorts of wonderful people, I've already gotten tons of amazing information from all around the world of possibly some healing modalities. I'm hoping that I'm going to meet many, many people that will be able to help me find a cure. Who knows? But shifting our energy is one of the keys. And then combining the energy work with the 9D breath work, doing those together, that is something that is absolutely, there it is. Yes, the multidimensional sound experience. I've got the headsets, but you can use headsets of your own when we do our consultation and do the experience. We will do it, and you'll be getting tones and frequencies, and there are subliminal messages, but you get full transcript. You'll hear them. You'll hear them speaking. When I say subliminal, it's actually you can hear what they're saying, and you're breathing in a way that gets you in a somewhat relaxed, hypnotic type of rhythm. Just like what Johnny was doing with the meditative breathing. It's a combination of the energy work and the meditating and the breath work. So anyone who is already a healer who practices any of the healing modalities, if you already do any of these and you would like to do the 90 breath work, this would be right up your alley, and this would just magnify any of the results that you're already having with your clients. It would be absolutely amazing. Let me know, and I'd be happy to give you the contact information for the instructor for this, because you'll have amazing results, absolutely amazing results for this. Did I answer your question, Diane, about that?
Yes, you did. You absolutely did. So this is such great information, and I'm excited to get my consultation.
Okay.
So I will be reaching out to you.
Oh, thank you. And there's so many different ways that you can reconnect, and I believe that we have solutions. Like I said before, that God has put healthy solutions all around us and inside of us, and we just need to remember them and reconnect with them, and find people that help us utilize them. And so with our networking, I believe that we can do this, and to remember that together we are stronger. Together, we are some of our divine resources. So to not pull away from each other when we are feeling weak, because by sharing our vulnerability, we actually are stronger. That is our strength. And we can lift each other up, not just lifting each other up in prayer, but by helping each other, joining hands and helping each other find solutions to things.
Johnny,
someone just told me that the Calendly didn't work. So I will get off and double check what is wrong with that, and then I will
okay.
In the follow-up email, we will make sure that it's a working link, but I opened that and it was working for me, but we will make sure it's working.
Thanks. I forgot to set my timer, so I have no idea.
So yes, we're kind of close on time. So Jenni, one of the things, well, we could drop Jenni's email in the chat if that's okay for now.
That would be great.
You can use your email, and then you can send out your calendar. You could use that as to set the appointments. How was that?
That would be great. And I just spoke from my heart. I know that my speech kind of went all over the place today, but I do want to say thank you to Diane and Olga for helping me out, because and also to my coach and to my mentors, and I just, to all my friends that lifted me up when I didn't think that I could be vulnerable, and who said, yeah, I got you, we love you, and to my mom who taught me to pray and to rely on God. So thank you.